Okay. And let's go to Hogan, because Hogan also has a question. Please, Hogan.
Okay, my question is that from time to time, people have spiritual experiences. How are we to regard them? How are we to think of them? If, for example, in the new spiritual autobiography from Keshin in Australia, she mentioned an experience she had. Obviously, they're kind of very meaningful to the people that happen to, but perhaps other spiritual experiences could be hindrances in some way. That's sometimes considered. And obviously, it's not required. Experience is not required for Shinjin. So I just wondered, these things happen, and minor things, as well as kind of quite more powerful experience. And I just wondered how you would, how we should regard them.
There is always a similarity between effect and cause. So in our case, effect is the vision that may appear in front of you. If you rely on self-power and you have a vision with Amida, that vision with Amida might be an illusion. Why? Because you relied on your own power. But this is why, for example, in the Zen practice, in Zen Buddhism, they have an idea which says something like, if you see a Buddha in meditation, kill him.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you practice Zazen, you do not rely on Amida Buddha. You rely on your own posture, you rely on your own breathing, correct breathing, and correct attitude of mind. So everything, and you are supposed to let go to everything that appears in your mind. If a good feeling or a good image appears, you observe it and let it go. If a bad thing appears, you observe it and let it go. So if a Buddha appears while you do Zazen, that might be an illusion and an obstacle. But I'm speaking slower so that Yuishin can translate. Is okay, Yuishin? So if the cause of your practice is Amida Buddha, if you rely on Amida Buddha and you have Shinjin, then you are connected with Amida. So any vision that you have as a person of Shinjin with Amida, that image, that vision is real. And it has its origin in Amida. Because if you rely on Amida, truly rely on Amida, there can be no illusion for you if you see an image of Amida. That's important. That's one of the differences between a Pure Land path and self-power practices. See, everything we receive, everything good that we receive and helpful on the Pure Land path comes from Amida. Everything. So you should not doubt if you have a vision with Amida.
Okay.
But you should doubt
Would that apply
if you practice other practices. Yes, please.
Yeah. So would that apply to sort of feelings or kind of not visions, but sort of sensations of light, that sort of thing? That sort of thing happens, doesn't it? I just wanted to regard those the same.
Yes, of course. But that is only you can say if they are real, because that is your experience. But if you have an experience, a spiritual experience, be it in any way, that is a true experience on the Pure Land path. So take it as real. I take, for example, everything serious, even my dreams, because I know that I can't be fooled by Maras, and so feel secured on this path.